Hey, what's up, guys? It's Josh Aaron. Thanks for watching the MotoAmerica YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Okay, watch for the lights. This time there is no delay. Lights are on red. They go out and away we go. And a terrible start for Jackson Blackman, who went skywards there. It's going to be Blake Davis, is it? No, it's not. It's Landers that leads from pole. So into the first corner, through the left-hander, up this slight incline. And Rocco Landers, a pretty much perfect start. But there on the inside is Gus Rodeo. Best start of everybody would be Blake Davis. That was a great launch.
Great start by Blake Davis. And you see Rocco doing exactly what he wants to do. Get a really good start. Try to put his head down early in this race and see if he can make a gap. You can already see going into turn 5 has a 5-rider breakaway right now. Look at Blake Davis, like you said, great start for Blake.
Yeah, Blake Davis then, the defending champion, moves through into that third position. He's just actually lost a place there to Gus Rodeo, so it's a Rodeo Racing, Robem Engineering 1-2, Aprilia 1-2, Yamaha in third then with Blake Davis. Over the curb they go. They can use as much curb there as they want. A little bit further back, that pink and blue machine was the one that went skywards. I wonder if we get a replay of that start. A terrible launch for Jackson Blackman, but he has regrouped and he's now running 8th.
Yeah, regrouped. Wasn't the best start for him, but he didn't really lose too much, kind of where he started there. But you can see Gus Rodeo is staying right there with his teammate Rocco Landers.
Yeah, there's a little move on the inside. Looks like Hayden Schultz was going through on Dominic Doyle. The South African loses a position to Hayden Schultz. And this is a great opening lap from Gus Rodeo. The pace is pretty quick from Rocco Landers, but they are sticking to him like glue. And the leading two now just with a small advantage.
Yeah, great first lap for Gus. And this is a great opportunity for Gus to be able to follow a guy like Rocco Landers, his teammate, and see what he's doing different and, you know, really learn from him.
Rocco Landers 11th. There's that jump stand. Whoa, dear me, ride him, cowboy.
Yeah.
And what causes that? Just dropping the clutch too quick.
Dropped the clutch a little too quick and maybe too much gas, but you know, he recovered pretty well.
Yeah, he did. That was the start there from Blake Davis. While at the front, we've got a change here. Gus Rodeo goes through and he shows the elbow to Rocco Landers, pushes him out to the right-hand side of the circuit, and Landers would not have expected this. The two teammates go side by side. There's no team orders, and Landers comes back on the inside. Now he's got to be careful. We've seen a few riders lose the front there. Lets out the clutch as he comes down to gear, and we've got a real race on here.
Yeah, we were wondering before the race is Gus is going to let Rocco go because, you know, he doesn't know if he's in for the whole championship haul, but it looks like Gus is here for the fight today.
Don't know what it's like at other spots of the track, but we're definitely feeling it. It's not heavy by any means, but it's enough that I'm sure they're noticing it on their visors. So a lot of concern, I'm sure, for these riders right at this moment.
Rocco definitely noticed it. You see him waving his hand. He's trying to let the officials know that, hey, it's raining, but they have people out there. They know what the track conditions are like, and the other guys are still keeping their pace, especially Gus right now.
So this is
Rocco.
This is Rocco waving his hand. He wants the race stop. Also Rodeo did. We didn't see that from the other camera, but both of the leading riders indicating that they wanted this race to be stopped. Yeah, that was a 1:41 from Gus Rodeo. He's 10 seconds now off the pace, but he's still leading this race. We've now completed 6 laps. And down he goes. That's a huge, huge moment. And, well, the question always now will be, should there have been a red flag? The riders were waving, and now we've got a red flag, and Gus Rodeo goes down. And the punishment there does not fit the crime. There's more riders on the floor. And here is the moment when it all went wrong. Not a chance.
No,
not a chance.
There's nothing Gus could do there. I mean, the way the track is, you know, with it being wet, he's in a really tough spot because he's the first one to see the track because he's leading. See, there's other guys.
And more riders going down, and maybe 6 or 7 guys on the floor. Now, we've got 8 laps to go. We didn't... and another rider went down in the background as well there. It was just at that point, wasn't it, that crossover point when the slick tyres just basically give up the ghost. And on the front row of the grid as well is Jackson Blackman, I believe. And away we go, and it's a much better start this time from Jackson Blackman as they head down towards turn 1, but it's going to be Kelly Yakov that's going to get the whole shot. Davis again, Blake Davis, the defending champion, also with a good start, and so too the white and red machine of Dominic Doyle. Keep our eyes on Rocco Landers, already making up positions. Look at that, like a knife through butter around the outside.
He's going to have to be aggressive. This is a 5-lap race. The track's not very long, so he's going to have to get going really quick.
Clear frustration as Hayden Schultz then slams the door in Rocco Lander's face. Landers can see Kelly Yakov escaping at the front. They are quite friendly in the paddock, but this is every man or every woman for themselves, Roger. And it's going to be a move now down on the inside of Hayden Schultz, looking for second position. Does he get the move done?
He's going to make the pass right here on turn 5, put himself in a good spot, getting a good run up over turn 3. Now he's got his sets on Kayla. She looks like she has about a half a second to a second gap, and we'll see how long it takes Rocco to close that down. This is basically her, her first race of the year. Everybody else has kind of been getting going.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it though to look at her, would you? She still lays, but for how much longer? Here comes Rocco Landers. Landers looks on the inside. He takes a little look to see whether he's got the room, and he has. He goes through. Yakov now pulls back, and again, the different characteristics between the Aprilia RS660 and that Yamaha. Not much difference in top speed, but they handle and accelerate very differently. Here's a replay on the pass, and that was a precision move. That was
precision, and really that pass started on the drive out of turn 3 up over the hill into turn 4, putting himself on the right spot. But you can see Kayla, she's hanging right in there. Definitely, I mean, just has to be smooth this lap, not make a mistake. Should have it in the bag. But if he makes one little mistake, Kayla's going to be right there.
Le dernier tour, l'ultima vuelta, Schletzerunde, whatever language you are speaking, wherever in the world you are watching from, Rocco Landers is looking for a win. He set the fastest lap in qualifying. On paper, he was the man to beat. We'll never know now whether Rodeo would have beaten him, because Rodeo is out, and at the moment he is now extending that lead. It's 0.9 of a second as he comes through turn 5. A little wheelie from the 97 Aprilia. Both of these competitors at the top of their game. A brilliant ride from Landers and an equally brilliant ride, Roger Hayden, from Kelly Yakov.
Yeah, and Rocco might look back here to see, just make sure he's still pulling away a little bit from Kayla, make sure she hasn't had some really good last lap to close the gap, and knows now that, just keep the doors closed, but also just keep it smooth and not make a mistake.
100%. The Barber Museum in the background. There's a big crowd here, and here's the fight in the background. I called it out a lap ago. There's a real fight here for the podium. Hayden Schultz goes defensive around the outside. Goes Dominic Doyle. There's no way through. And that compromises his line on the way out. Surely now it's going to be third place for Dominic Doyle, who's going to make the move. We lose sight of him. And we don't know whether he got the move done, but we'll find out in a second. Round the final corner, victory for Rocco Landers. Second place to Kelly Yakov, and in the back of the picture, Dominic Doyle did get the move done. A sensational final 2 laps from Dominic Doyle, who puts that 25 Yamaha, and look what it means to him. All 3 riders on the podium, Roger, had some kind of issue yesterday.
Yeah, and for, Dominic Doyle, great to see him back on the podium after, being so strong at Daytona and having those 2 crashes.